Morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsy69. Welcome back to World of Nubs. Yes, World of Nubs. We've got two replays for you today. Two very different replays. The second one is like the replay of the century. It really is, and I love to see this kind of thing. Not when it's against you. When it's for you on your team, then I love seeing this happen. But first up, we have a very salty bulldog. Sorry, I was going to say T49. Very salty bulldog, and no idea why he's even very salty. Like, he starts the game raging for no reason whatsoever. Considering all the team is coming this way, this map you can argue that mediums come this way, heavies go the other way, but still, the enemy have two medium tanks and a light tank. So if everybody is pushing this side of the map, they could clear these three guys very, very quickly. And already, without a single tank dead, it would be a 7 versus 4. So I mean, there's no right or wrong when it comes to this map. If you, how can I put it? Like, yes, mediums normally go this way, heavies go the other way. If mediums go the other way and heavies go sort of a different way, then yeah, you could say you're doing it wrong. But when you all stick together like this, you all rampage through, you know, you go all Rambo on their asses, then I don't see the problem. They're doing okay. They're all sticking together. They've cleared 2 tanks already within just about a minute, and there's just this Pantera left. And you can see the Pantera had to run away, and he ran away for dear life. Like, he wanted to stay alive, and that was the best choice for him. So, of course, our bravery here, our T44 bravery, he's pushing around like the rest of the team, but they have to be careful because there is now a smasher there. Not quite sure what that shot was, but when someone rages, now this is a bit of advice for you guys, because I see it so often. When someone like this bulldog starts to rage for no reason, don't fuel it. I know I do sometimes, because you can't help it, and it's funny seeing them rage. But if you just ignore it, then you just ignore it and get on with your day. Because if you retaliate to it, then you're going to get this kind of problem. Now, luckily for the green team, it doesn't really affect the game. They've already taken care of 2 tanks. The bulldog is half dead, and because of the T44, the T44-85 is a pretty quick tank. He's not going to be in too much, he's not going to cause too much hassle blocking this guy. Of course, if he goes out in front, if he goes out even more, then everyone will probably focus on the bulldog rather than this T44. So unfortunately, he has now lost all of his hit points, and the bulldogs, I keep freaking saying the wrong tank, the bulldog will now just move on with his day. So yeah, I mean, don't retaliate to it. If you are going to retaliate to it, make sure it's someone in a tank not as quick for a start. But yeah, there's no reason to be rude back. Just, you know, report it, because if you're rude back then and you send a ticket, it's not really gonna do much, because you might get in trouble as well. And this bulldog just thinks it's funny, you know. He's having the time of his life out there. He really is, upsetting a lot of people, getting a lot of people frustrated. And that's what people do. Want to see himself on Meadsy? No, I don't want to see him on me, thank you very much. No, thank you. And you can see here, he's now just driving around in circles. He's just like, yeah, whatever. Just driving around in circles. But thankfully, you know, they don't even need you, mate. They don't even need you. Look, they are winning. Who cares what you do? You go sit behind a rock, because nobody cares. We don't need you. That is just more damage for us, while you just sit in the back, enjoy the sunshine, get a bit of suntan, and just sit there, because nobody cares. So there's just 3 tanks left alive, but they still have to be careful, because of course 3 tanks are also a one-shot, which will lead it down to a 3 versus 2 if they're not careful. Now, I'm very surprised that this bulldog, who's now calling him an asshole, well, an ashhole, just go YOLO. I mean, I would prefer them just to go YOLO and die than just sit at the back and do nothing. You know, he's given up. He's not going to do anything. I would rather him go and just YOLO into the enemy. At least while he YOLOs and the enemy are shooting him, you can shoot the enemy because you know that'd be on a reload. And now he's given the middle finger. He feels like he's doing nothing wrong, really. And before you know it, the enemy have got down to a 3 versus 3. But yeah, actually it's a 3 versus 2 because of this Bulldog doesn't want to play. So we've really got to rely on the AMX 51 100 now. The Tiger one is a pretty he's low hit points. Hey, the C word is coming out. The C word has now came out. He's using the big boy words now, and now it's just 2 tanks left alive. Now we have to hope and pray that this AMX 50 100 has a little bit of sense and knows what he's doing. Of course, they have to clear the Smasher. The Smasher is a dangerous target, and with him reloaded, he will be able to clear the Smasher no problem. In 2 shots, he'd be able to clear the Smasher because this guy is now all on his own. Let's see what the Bulldog's doing. Yeah, just sitting there, clearly doing absolutely nothing. No skill at all. I mean, he could even be a good player. We don't know. He's just, for some reason, pissed off for no reason. Like literally, and finally the Bulldog actually dies. So unfortunately for the AMX, he is now on his own against 3 tanks, and I think the AMX CDA is pretty much a full hit points. The Pantera is pretty much full hit points. And when you play like Nubs, yes, this is World of Nubs and you're the nub. When you play like Nubs, like what the hell, they all went together. What do you want? What the hell do you want? So the Pantera is actually a 1-shot, but here comes the CDA, and I think at this point it is game over. So I thought at the start, you know, it looks like an easy win for the green team, but yeah, it's all over. It is all over. So, and ultimately that was probably caused by the Bulldog not only doing nothing, but of course pushing out the T44 as well. So yeah, that's already 2 tanks out of the game. So yeah, don't do it. Don't retaliate. If you do retaliate, then you would probably expect people to start blocking you. These trolls, they would probably go for you. So next up, as I promised you guys, we have probably one of the best battles I have seen, and you can see by the timestamp there, just 1 minute 50 seconds from start to finish, and it is a tier 5 tier 6 game. Now you don't see this often. What you do see often is tanks going to cap. And that is absolutely fine. There is nothing wrong with capping, because at the end of the day, the cap is there for a reason. And if you're going to use it, people complain, but it's there. That's just like when people complain about you using premium shells. Like, it's there to use. It's not cheating, it's there to use. But what is more fun than going to cap? There is something a lot more fun than going to cap. Not 2 people going to cap. Obviously 2 people going to cap is a lot more fun than 1 person going to cap, because the cap points double. They go up twice as quick. But what's more fun than 2 people going to cap? Well, simply 3 people going to cap, because that means it's going up 3 times as fast as it normally would. But what's more fun than 3 people going to cap is, of course, 4 people going to cap. 4 people going to cap. The cap points will go up really, really quickly. But there is something more fun than 4 people going to cap, and that is, of course, 5 people sitting on cap. You can see now a minute has gone and almost 50 cap points is on the car, is there. Nearly 60. Just look how quick these cap points are going up. Now, if the enemy all went round the other side of the map, if they all went left, they are not even going to get here on time. You can see the Blaze Extreme there. He's rushing. He has to rush 90 cap points. Of course, he's coming to line of fire of the Jag Panther 4, and of course, game over. 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes is all it took for 5 people to sit on the cap and win. I love seeing this kind of thing, and what's more fun than capping like that is when you see the end result. Of course, the Blaze gets 2 shots there. And that is it. No damage was dealt on the green team. Only one person got some damage from Gabby63 there. Well done, Gabby. You're the ultimate winner because you're the only one out of 14 people that managed to get some damage. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, guys. I'm meadsyreplays, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With